Bobby, I guess just to kind of put a bow on last night, I mean, I think the three-point shooting throughout the series was an issue, but just what was, I don't know if you can explain missed and open shots, right? Like what, how did you kind of view the shooting last night and then maybe through the series throughout from behind the three-point line?
Obviously that's what it came down to, game for game, getting outscored on the three-point line. Then we hit 4 threes last night. They hit 21, 22. So we do the math. That's a whole lot of more points than we had from three. So it definitely was a downfall of ours throughout the series. But nevertheless, I think everybody still gave it 110%, put it all out there on the floor, left it all out on the floor. So, that's just one of the things that we didn't do well in the series, to shoot the ball well.
What do you feel like they did well to make it kind of tough on you from three? Because throughout the series, it was like not just the fact that you guys weren't making them, it's that you weren't getting a ton of the ball.
Just the 1 through 5 switching it. Great closeout, stick hands. Just running us off the line, making us go into our secondary part of our games, things like that. Even when I sidestepped, there was another man coming to come contest it too. So they did a good job, credit their defense. So, definitely gives me some to look forward to in the offseason to work on and get better at. And, just up for the challenge. The playoffs is all about matchups and things like that, but also it's all about challenging yourself. And it definitely challenged me to, come back a better player next year.
That's what I was going to say. You aren't someone that's afraid of skill work during
Nah, for sure.
And so for you, kind of what's some of the stuff you're thinking about?
Get my shot off a lot faster. Being more, skillful with dribbling the basketball, creating my own shot and things like that off the dribble. And then just trying to, build up my physique as a basketball player as well, get stronger and things like that. Definitely think those are 3 of the things I can target, but still fine-tuning the other things that I'm good at as well.
After winning the championship last season, how disappointing is it to have the season end the way it did?
It just wasn't our time. Not disappointing, but just wasn't our time. All teams that go through the playoff stretch, has luck along the way. We had our luck last year with, some series that we went through. Teams went through some injuries. And it just wasn't our time this year. We was battle tested, fought through a long, year. Highs and lows of COVID and players getting injured throughout the year, and finally figuring out that we had a healthy roster, and then one of our stars go down as well. So it just wasn't our time. Not disappointed because I'll be disappointed if I didn't go out there and give it all I had. That's when you be disappointed, but I definitely laid it out on the line, sacrificed on and off the court, and I'm just living with the results.
I believe you have an option coming up. What have these last 2 years in Milwaukee just meant to you, and just what's your approach going into the offseason?
The last 2 years in Milwaukee meant a lot to me. Got a chance to grow up as a, man on and off the court. Got better as a basketball player for sure. Being in this system that Coach Bud has and being around great players allowed me to see what greatness is. That allows you to come in every day and be the best you can be and try to, put forth, more into it. So definitely on the basketball side, it was definitely great being able to be in a city that embraced me. In the last 2 years, some players go through their whole careers, they never get a chance to feel that atmosphere. So being able to be from Arkansas and being able to come up here and feel that's something I'll never, take for granted or take, lightly. It's definitely a great feeling to have. But the off season, man, I really don't have a comment on it. It's really, on the organization and my agent to figure that out. I don't really discuss numbers or contracts, none of that. I love being here. I love being a Buck. But it definitely comes down to them, making it work.
With all that said, looking forward to next season, since you put this one to bed and you learned from it, do you feel like this Milwaukee team, if you all stick together, you can do another run next year? The possibilities are there.
Yeah, I think coming into a season, there's always a group of 6 or 7, 8 teams that has a realistic chance of winning the championship. And I think we're in that in that small margin of group that every year that I think our core group of guys are together, that we have a realistic chance of getting there. Obviously, the road to getting there is obviously always going to be tough, and you have to be battle tested. And sometimes you just luck up and get some luck to get there. But I definitely think we are in that mix of 7 to 8 teams that has a realistic chance of winning. It all comes down to us staying healthy, us taking care of our bodies, and us just doing the right things to just to get there again. But I definitely think we have a chance.
When this started the season, you talked about looking forward to a defense and what that meant. That every night, every team coming at the champ.
Yep.
I know it's only been less than 24 hours, but as you look back a little bit, what did that actually? Can you describe what that felt like, and maybe how hard it is to actually repeat?
It actually definitely made me a better player, and just obviously opened my eyes up. Like, to win a championship is, I'll tell anybody, it's really, really hard to get there and win it. Like, it's hard. But to try to get there again is even harder. Nobody is giving you nobody's giving you anything. Every night is a dogfight. No matter who you're playing, it could be the team in the league who's the 30th ranked team with 12 wins. They're going to come give it their all. They're going to have guys make shots, and then you maybe play one of the best teams in the league. You already know that's going to be a dogfight as well. So I just feel like, man, obviously winning a championship is hard, but trying to get back there the next year is even harder. But it definitely, wakes you up a lot more. It definitely keeps you sane, keeps you focused, keep you, just mentally locked in. Most of the time, the game is all mental sometimes. So it definitely tests this. It's your mental, and it was definitely a fun ride this year, fun ride for sure. The highs and lows that come with the NBA season. You just never know what's going to happen at any time, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
I know you're a guy who likes to pay attention to everything else going on in the league. Now that your season's over, do you watch the rest of the playoffs, or is it too painful?
Nah, it ain't painful at all, man. Like I said, man, with me as a competitor, I wear my heart on my sleeve, whether shots are going in or shots are not going in. I'm still out there giving all I have, for the name on the front of the jersey. So obviously, we're disappointed because we can't play or advance to the next round. But me as a person, I wouldn't trade it for nothing, man. It is what it is. We got eliminated to a good team. Credit to them. They earned it and they advanced. So don't want the season to end how it did, but it did. But with me as a competitor, I'm going to watch basketball. I'm going to watch the Miami Heat and Celtics series. I think that's going to be a great series for basketball. It's a good series, and obviously the Steph Curry and Luka battle. I think that'll be fun for TV as well. So I'm definitely a basketball fan, whether we're playing or not. And it's always fun just to watch the NBA playoffs. You just never know what's going to happen. Every game is different. Every series is different. So I'll definitely be tuned in.
Bobby, there was a moment of silence yesterday before the game for the shooting victims here and in Buffalo. What are your thoughts on what happened here Friday night after the game, and how did it affect you?
Just sad times. Just to be in the world we in right now, especially we had a big game here, Game 6. Obviously we lost, but to come into the locker room, to check your phones, see all your, it's your loved ones text you, sorry for the loss, this and that, but then to have our team security tell us that we have to wait in the locker room 20, 30, 40 minutes because there's shooting outside. It definitely, hurts a lot because, we embrace this city, we support this city, we try to do our best to, make the city as best as we can. So obviously it's hurtful, and it's the situation in Buffalo. Jordan Award actually showed me the video. I heard about it and I seen it, but I didn't watch, what happened, the videos and things. He showed me a video. It was like a game, man. Like it didn't seem like real life. So definitely, my heart and condolences goes out to all the people that was affected with it. Obviously, we're all affected because we're a part of this community, but it is a sad situation.
Can you speak on that just a little bit more? Because I think people make the assumption that when you are a professional player, you're taken out of those situations. But growing up in Little Rock, I grew up in Dallas, so I live in Little Rock. I know what that can be like. For you as a person, does that hit you home a little bit more that, yeah, you're a professional basketball player, but the world is still what the world is?
Yeah, man. I come from humble beginnings, so I'm always gonna be a humble guy. Me growing up, it was me. My mom had 4 kids, and then my mom's boyfriend already had 4 kids of his own. So it was about 9 or 10 or 11 of us in one house. And I remember one night I was upstairs in my bedroom, and if I look outside my bedroom, I can see a car wash. And there's a car wash that, a lot of people just go to, hang out, maybe just get their car detailed or whatever. And it's about 9, 10 at night, and I looked outside my window and I seen, like, the car wash getting shot up. So I actually seen, like, violence with guns before with my own eyes. And I actually know one of the guys to this day. He's still in a wheelchair right now. He's paralyzed from the waist down. So being able to, be from Little Rock, I definitely understand, the violence and things like that, because I've been around it, but I don't condone it at all. It's not cool. I think the world should be a safe place for, kids and, things like that to walk around free, especially at a sporting event that's, we wear our hearts on our sleeves. We do all we can to be the best, team possible, to rep Milwaukee as much as we can to make Milwaukee a hot attraction. So definitely a sad situation, and definitely something that, shouldn't be condoned at all.